Alright, a lot of people have always asked me what my morning routine is for my juice or my drinks. And today I'm going to make up something that I typically have. It's a little bit of a variation of this depending on if we've made kale chips the previous night or what I have. So basically what I do is I gather all the stuff I'm going to have. I have cores from pineapples that you can't eat, the kale chip stems. I threw a carrot in there for good measure, and there's even like an apple in here that the kids didn't finish, and instead of throwing it away, I'm just going to juice it. So what I do is I turn my juicer on, well, I plug it in first, and then I turn it on just by flicking up this switch. I begin by just throwing stuff in. So I just finished the whole bowl of stuff that I had juicing that, and this is how much juice I got. And one little helpful tip that I learned from somebody somewhere was that when you're juicing, to kind of save a little bit of a step for cleaning, you can put a bag in the actual catching part. That way you don't have to clean this part. Probably not the greatest for the environment as far as using a plastic bag every time. I don't do it all the time, but for sake of showing an easy tip, that's what I wanted to show you. I'm going to get this thing cleaned up, and I will come right back. Okay, so if you decide to, you can drink the juice just as is. Just pour yourself a cup. A lot of the times I like to make something a little bit more filling and like a meal, has some more fiber in it, because what juicing does is it takes the fiber out of your juice. And it just allows your body to absorb the nutrients faster, and doesn't have to take the energy of digestion when you just drink the juice. But I kind of like digestion sometimes. And so what I do is I pour a good amount of my juice in a blender. I take some organic arugula, and for some reason this combination just gives me a massive amount of energy. I don't know if it's just all these ingredients combined that does it or what, but it works, so I stick with it. Take a pretty good handful of spinach. Then I also take about a handful of frozen berries. I just get like a mixed berries that has blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And then I also add this. It's Dulse, you buy it at the health food store. It has lots of iodine. It's actually a seaweed. Pretty interesting. I had never tried this probably more than a couple weeks ago, but yeah, so got a kind of weird taste, but you can't taste it when you add it to a drink. Now what I also do is I take a probiotic. These I actually bought from GNC, but you can get them anywhere. You can get them at Walmart, but they have them in the pharmacy section. Usually buy the fiber and stuff like that. But probiotics are basically helps with immune functions. And when I was doing clinicals at a hospital, they were giving these to people who were on antibiotics. And so it basically just helps restore some of the healthy bacteria back in your body. So I don't eat the capsule, I just throw the inside of it in there. This is an awesome ingredient. Frozen bananas. It makes it have like a smoothie-like texture, almost like it's like you're adding milk or something to it, but you all know how I feel about milk. And then from there I can be done. Or sometimes if you just want a little bit of a yummy flavor, you can add about a teaspoon of almond butter. And this is just a raw grounded almond butter I bought from the health food store. I don't always add that. Sometimes I do though. And then you just put the top on and blend it up. Okay, so just finished blending. I'm gonna taste the... Oh my gosh, that's really good. I was also gonna mention if you need to add like a little bit of water to get your blender to move a little bit faster, or if you forgot to freeze your bananas and use frozen berries, you could just add a little bit of ice. It's gonna give it more of an icy texture. I like a frozen smoothie. It reminds me back in the days when I used to go to Jamba Juice all the time. But now I don't live near one. And that's about it. There's still a little bit more in there. If I have leftovers, I just put it in another smaller cup, stick it in the freezer. If I get hungry mid-morning, I'll have that as my snack. And I just top it off with a straw. And that is my breakfast almost every morning. Want a sip? That was Zachary's second little glass. He thought this mixture tasted pretty good. What do you want to say, Zachary?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Mickey.